to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Bears going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And we get a peek at the offense and a peek at Alshon Jeffrey.
An absolute matchup nightmare for any defensive back. Size, speed, terrific hands.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now the defense for Dallas.
Barkevius Kiki Mingo is one of those versatile outside linebackers who can rush the passer as a defensive end, yet drop into coverage.
Second down following the run. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They run with Langford. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. steps away to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, for the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Going up top. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one goes for 38 yards. And it'll be first down Bears. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On second down, Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Manziel going right side. He has Winton. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Again, it's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll come out in the pistol. They go to Elliott again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now Manziel dancing to his left. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Manziel. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And that play's not going to get him in as he stops right at about the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! No. Over! Watch it now, Barney! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Elliott. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down now after the incompletion. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Back nine it up, Philly. Here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Give them 18 on that one. And it'll be first down Cowboys.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
First down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Third down and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, Elliott.
Here we go now. 3, 9, 2, Leopard.
He'll get the football here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the pistol, here's Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Watching now, Barney. Barney. Detroit.
And the play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watching now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Manziel. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And Jeffrey's got it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Langford. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try to open things up in the run game.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now this time, Breeze will throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the keeper, it's Breeze. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned, and they wind up picking up the 1st down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Breeze now on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
This will be caught at about the 6. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They come out here in the eye. Breeze going to sneak it. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the 1st here on 2nd down. Here's Manziel. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Good, good. No, here we go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Manziel buying time to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Manziel. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39! Green, 39! Detroit!
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Play action, Breeze. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Manziel going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Five receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Out to the right here to Wilson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Back to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just...
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And now we've got a stoppage here. The noise is deafening. And they'll say what? A timeout. Well, you could barely hear the whistles, but the offense does take a timeout here. So they're going to go for 2. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Hey, quick whip. Watch the whip. Switch. Kill.
Breeze is going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ten yards still left on second down. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Back to throw. Finding time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. In motion here is Witten. He's back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Bears offense